Welcome back to Next Auto Radar, the channel where we cut through the noise of the automotive world to bring you the sharpest, most detailed reviews on the latest cars. Today, we've got something very special, a vehicle that has built its reputation on style, driving fun, and practicality. We're diving into the brand new 2026 Mazda CX-5. One of the most anticipated crossovers in the compact SUV segment. Mazda has always taken a slightly different path compared to its rivals. While other brands chase bigger screens, louder grilles, or endless trim levels, Mazda has stayed committed to giving drivers something more soulful, a crossover that feels like a driver's car. The 2026 CX-5 continues that mission, but it's not just a refresh. It represents a carefully evolved product with improved design, a more advanced cabin, and reworked performance. By the end of this video, you'll know whether this updated CX-5 is still the king of the segment or if competitors finally managed to catch up. Let's begin by walking around the exterior design. The 2026 Mazda CX-5 greets you with a face that's immediately recognizable, but sharper and more refined than before. Mazda calls its design philosophy Kodo a soul of motion, and here that philosophy has matured into something sleeker and more confident. The front fascia now integrates a wider, three-dimensional grille that stretches seamlessly into the slimmer LED headlights. Instead of looking aggressive for the sake of it, the front feels more sculpted, like the surface of a well-cut gemstone. Mazda designers avoided heavy chrome instead. The edges are clean, with piano black trim outlining the grille, giving the SUV a sophisticated edge. The headlights themselves deserve attention. Standard full LED units now feature adaptive matrix technology across most trims, providing smarter illumination on winding roads. The daytime running lights trace a sharp wing shape, reinforcing Mazda's design identity. A lower bumper with carefully shaped air intakes channels airflow not only for cooling but also for better aerodynamics. Compared to its rivals like the Toyota RAV4 or Honda CR-V, the CX-5 looks more premium up front, closer in spirit to luxury crossovers from Europe. Moving to the side, the CX-5's proportions are spot on. Mazda deliberately resisted the urge to make this SUV overly bulky. Instead, the roofline gently tapers toward the rear, delivering a sporty stance without compromising headroom. A strong character line runs from the front fender through the doors, catching the light in different ways depending on the paint finish. Mazda offers a range of striking colors, including the signature Soul Red Crystal Metallic, which continues to be one of the most lustrous paints in the industry. The 2026 palette adds a new deep blue and a satin white pearl, both designed to highlight the subtle body curves. Wheel designs start at 18 inches and stretch to a bold 21-inch option on top trims. Rather than flashy patterns, Mazda sticks with elegant, turbine-like spokes. Blacked-out mirror caps and window trim on sportier trims bring a youthful edge, while chrome detailing on premium versions caters to a more executive audience. One of the most noticeable upgrades lies in aerodynamics. The side mirrors have been repositioned lower on the doors, reducing turbulence, while subtle sculpting on the rocker panels channels airflow more efficiently. That means less wind noise at highway speeds and better fuel efficiency. At the rear, the 2026 CX-5 carries forward Mazda's philosophy of minimalism done right. Slim LED taillights stretch across the hatch, with a subtle lighting signature that instantly identifies it at night. The hatch itself has been smoothed, with a cleaner look that avoids clutter or fake vents. The bumper incorporates a diffuser-style lower section, finished either in gloss black or satin silver depending on trim. Dual exhaust outlets remain exposed, something enthusiasts will appreciate since it signals a touch of sportiness. A discreet roof spoiler with integrated brake light extends just enough to enhance both style and aerodynamics. It's worth noting that Mazda didn't just focus on beauty. Practical elements like a wide tailgate opening and a lower loading floor improve usability. That balance between visual appeal and function is one reason the CX-5 has been so popular with families as well as individuals who simply want a stylish daily driver. Interior. Step inside the 2026 Mazda CX-5 and the story becomes even more interesting. Mazda interiors have always felt a notch above mainstream competitors, and this new cabin doubles down on that philosophy. The dashboard greets you with clean horizontal lines, soft-touch materials, and a restrained use of technology. Instead of chasing giant tablet-style screens, Mazda integrates a 12.3-inch central display neatly into the dash. It's not floating awkwardly, it's not oversized, it's just right. The screen now supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus over-the-air updates for future enhancements. In front of the driver, a fully digital 12-inch instrument cluster adapts its layout depending on drive mode. Mazda avoided overly busy graphics, focusing instead on clarity and elegance. The steering wheel is wrapped in premium leather, with just the right thickness to feel sporty. Physical buttons for volume, cruise control, and driver assistance functions are positioned intuitively. Mazda resists the temptation of removing buttons entirely, which means you can still adjust climate or media without diving into menace. Seats have been completely re-engineered for 2026. They now incorporate Mazda's human-centric seating philosophy, designed to support the spine naturally during long drives. Materials range from high-quality cloth in the bass trims to Nappa leather in premium versions. Top trims even feature ventilation in addition to heating, plus memory settings for the driver. Cabin space has grown slightly thanks to a revised platform. Rear passengers enjoy more legroom and a flatter floor, while the panoramic sunroof available on higher trims floods the interior with light. Cargo space remains competitive, with clever underfloor storage for smaller items. Sound insulation is another highlight. Mazda has packed in more acoustic glass, better door seals, and improved underbody dampening, resulting in a quieter ride that rivals some luxury crossovers. Performance. Now let's talk about what Mazda is most proud of, driving performance. Unlike many crossovers that settle for being mere appliances, the CX-5 has always stood out for its sharp handling, and the 2026 model carries that torch proudly. Under the hood, buyers have two main choices. The standard engine is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder, delivering around 195 horsepower. It's tuned for smoothness and efficiency, paired with the new 8-speed automatic transmission that shifts more responsively than before. For those who want extra punch, Mazda offers a 2.5-liter turbocharged variant producing up to 280 horsepower with premium fuel. Torque delivery is immediate, making highway merging and overtaking effortless. This turbo engine continues to be one of the most enjoyable in the compact SUV segment. Mazda's engineers have fine-tuned the suspension geometry, steering calibration, and chassis rigidity. The result is a crossover that corners with confidence, offering precise feedback through the steering wheel. Even though it's an SUV, it delivers the kind of connection usually reserved for sedans. New for 2026 is an optional mild hybrid system, which integrates a 48-volt setup to enhance fuel economy and provide smoother start-stop operation. This system doesn't turn the CX-5 into a hybrid competitor directly, but it bridges the gap by improving efficiency without sacrificing performance. All-wheel drive is now standard across the lineup, reflecting Mazda's focus on safety and capability in different climates. The system actively monitors traction at each wheel, distributing power seamlessly whether you're dealing with rain, snow, or gravel. Fuel economy figures vary by engine, but Mazda expects the naturally aspirated unit to achieve around 30 miles per gallon combined, while the turbo with mild hybrid should deliver slightly less but still competitive numbers considering its power output. Pricing for the 2026 Mazda CX-5 reflects its premium positioning within the mainstream market. Base trim starts just above $30,000, offering LED headlights, the 12.3-inch infotainment screen, standard AWD, and advanced safety features. Mid-trims around $34,000 to $37,000 bring larger wheels, upgraded interior materials, a power liftgate, and additional driver aids. Turbocharged trims start closer to $40,000, rewarding buyers with stronger performance and sportier styling. Range-topping signature trim crosses the $45,000 mark, delivering Nappa leather, ventilated seating, a premium Bose audio system, and every available tech feature. Mazda positions the CX-5 as an alternative to both mainstream rivals and entry-level luxury SUVs. That pricing strategy makes sense because the CX-5's design, driving feel, and cabin quality genuinely blur those lines. So, where does this leave us with the 2026 Mazda CX-5? This crossover has matured gracefully. It hasn't tried to reinvent itself just for headlines, but instead refined everything that made it special in the first place. From the elegant exterior design to the driver-focused cabin, from the engaging handling to the competitive technology, the CX-5 remains a unique proposition in a crowded segment. If you want an SUV that's more than just transportation, something that makes every commute feel a little more enjoyable, the 2026 Mazda CX-5 deserves a spot on your short list. That wraps up today's review here on Next Auto Radar. If you enjoyed this step dive, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you never miss our next breakdown of the hottest cars hitting the market. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.